the water absolutely is not going to want to stay on this surface. It is ultra hydrophobic. This video is a dedicated how-to process video on how to apply Adams Polish's graphene glass coating advanced formula. Now in this video, we're just going to use a few different products to get your glass nice and protected, nice and coated, so the water just beads up and it makes visibility much better. So first thing we're going to use is the surface prep. We're going to use it more of as a glass cleaner, a clay lube, and a prep spray before you put the coating on. We're also going to use a medium grade clay bar. We're going to use a glass polish to help remove any oxidation or just really get the surface perfect before you put the coating on. We have 2 edgeless utility towels. Those are my favorite for applying this coating. We have 2 gray microfiber applicators. And of course, we have the 30 milliliter bottle of the graphene glass coating advanced. First things first, I do want to mention, I put the tape line here. I just want to give you a visual representation of where we started for a before and then what it looks like after we apply the glass coating. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with surface prep. I'm using it as multiple things, but to start out with, it's more of a glass cleaner. So just spray this on here. Now, one thing I do want to mention is, as you notice, I am out in the direct sunlight. I will say it's about 70 degrees right now. And you can absolutely do this process outside in the direct sunlight. I would say if it gets hotter than, say, 75, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but the glass coating is much easier. It's more of kind of everything else that becomes a little bit more difficult. So my recommendation is to move it inside in the shade or move it into the shade. But in this case, it's about 75 degrees or 70 degrees outside. So I'm not too worried about it right now. Okay, we get the glass clean. I will say it's not perfect. I'm not worried about it because now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the medium grade clay bar, single medium grade clay bar. Okay, I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit so it's about the size of my hands, like this. Take the surface prep. I'm actually gonna work in sections. The surface prep is an alcohol base, so the alcohol tends to evaporate very quickly. So instead of dousing the whole half of the windshield, I'm just gonna work in sections for now, like this. You can even spray some onto the actual clay bar. And then you're just gonna rub it over the surface. The reason why you clay bar the glass before you start is the clay bar is gonna help pull off any dried bug guts. Maybe you have some paint overspray on the surface. Any sort of bonded contamination. Bonded contamination is essentially anything you can't remove by just washing the car. It's kind of stuck on stuff onto the surface. And by the way, you should clay your car every few months. We tend to say every time you get an oil change, you should do a clay bar treatment. And if you keep up with it, we have another clay bar that's called a fine grade clay bar, or we have a clay mitt, and those are great for maintenance clay bars if you keep up with it. But in this case, the medium grade clay bar is perfect for claying your glass because the medium grade clay bar can actually mar the painted surface, like your clear coat, just a little bit. This is usually dedicated to the process before you paint correct or machine polish your car for the paint. But glass is different. It's not going to mar the surface of the glass. It's a much harder surface than clear coat. So I actually prefer using the medium grade clay bar to clay glass rather than a fine grade. It does more work with less effort. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can see in here, there's definitely pulling up some paint overspray, some bug guts, things like that. So once you're done with the clay bar, you're gonna set that aside. Now I'm just gonna take the towel I used to clean it in the beginning, and I'm just gonna wipe this off really quickly. Again, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm using surface prep instead of a glass cleaner because a lot of glass cleaners actually have additives into them, almost like a protection agent. And if the protection agent's in the glass cleaner, the graphene glass coating advanced isn't going to fully bond to the actual glass surface. So surface prep is more suitable for this process. It's going to allow the graphene glass coating to get the full performance and get its full power of protecting the glass. We just finished claying the glass, And now what we're gonna do is polish the glass. I wanna remove any oxidation that may be on the glass, so the glass polish is the way to do that. So I like to put the glass polish on the border of the applicator and then just a little bit on the inside, like so. Set the glass polish aside. And with the glass polish, I like to kind of thin it out. I'll almost outline the surface I'm gonna polish like this, and then go side to side, and then eventually I'll go up and down. And the interesting thing about the glass polish is you can actually feel some drag with the applicator as you're polishing, and then all of a sudden it goes really, really smooth. And so whether that's removing oxidation, maybe there's some left behind paint overspray from the claying process, you can definitely feel the glass polish working as you do this by hand. The other thing I didn't mention that glass polish does a really good job of removing is water spots on glass. It really provides really, really good clarity to the glass. And oftentimes you can really notice some of the water spots up here where you can't see through the glass. And this glass polish does a really good job of removing any of that. So I can now feel that it's nice and smooth. The glass polish is all thinned out. So I'm gonna take the same towel I've been using. All I'm gonna do is flip it to a fresh side, and I'm just gonna wipe off the glass polish like so, really quickly. When it comes to glass polish, I wouldn't necessarily polish all of the glass and then come back to wipe this off. I like to work in sections. There's some water spot removing ingredients inside of the glass polish, and you don't want that to sit and dwell on the surface for a very, very long time. I'm talking like hours. So just work in sections. I don't always tape down the middle, but I do work on half of the windshield. I'm not gonna keep walking back and forth to do all of the process. I'll just do one process on half, then I'll move to the other side, do that, then do the rest of the glass individually. It's almost like cleaning wheels in the detailing process. I'm not trying to clean all 4 wheels at once. I'm focusing on one wheel at a time. I'm focusing on one section at a time as I go through this process to apply the graphene glass coating. Now, going back to the surface prep, this is the 3rd time I'm using this. Reason being is there's gonna be some leftover residue from the glass polish on the surface, and I want to remove that. This is very much in line with applying a graphene ceramic coating to your paint or plastic. You always want to surface prep it before you apply a graphene ceramic coating or regular ceramic coating, because you're trying to get the surface as clean and as bare as possible, so when we put the glass coating on, it adheres to the actual glass surface. So this doesn't take a lot, just a few sprays. I flip to another fresh side of the towel, long, fast swipes of the towel, and you're going to remove any leftover residue from the glass polish, getting it ready and prepared for the actual glass coating process. And that looks much better. Time for the graphene glass coating advanced. I like to shake this up a lot before I start applying it. And I have another gray microfiber applicator. This is a fresh applicator. So pop the top, and you're going to, kind of like the glass polish, you want to get it on the kind of border of the applicator, and then you're going to drop it onto the middle of the applicator like so. As you can kind of see, I barely used any of it, so you don't need a ton. This little 30 ml bottle should be able to coat all the glass on your car. Now we take this same thing, I'm gonna outline it like this. And then I'm gonna fill it in. And the technique here is we're gonna fill it in to the point where the glass coating feels like it's very, very thin on the surface, almost like you can barely see it. And the reason why we want to go up and down like I am right now, and then side to side, is I'm trying to fill in essentially like the texture of the glass. Like you look at glass under a microscope, it's like a bunch of hills and valleys and mountains, kind of. Sounds kind of weird, but we want to get the glass coating into all of that. So going multiple directions is key, and continuing to work it in is key as well. And even sometimes I'll go diagonal, like so, like so. Then make sure to hit it again, side to side. I'm kind of at that point where it's feeling kind of thin, and you'll actually see with the advanced formula, you can see some of the rainbow effect you get like when you apply a graphene ceramic coating or a ceramic coating. And the one thing I do notice, the feel is it's really slick now. Like the applicator is just gliding on the surface. Okay, done applying with the gray microfiber applicator and the graphene glass coating advanced. I'm gonna take the second fresh Edgist utility towel and you just wipe it off. Okay, after you get it nice and thin, you don't need to let it set for a super long time. It's not like a standard graphene ceramic coating where you want it to rainbow, the rainbow goes away, it starts sweating, it feels tacky when you wipe it off. This is a much different formula than what goes on your paint because it's dedicated to glass. So you can pretty much take your towel and wipe immediately, and you can see with like one swipe, it pretty much goes away. After you're done with the application, make sure water doesn't get on the coating for 24 hours. This optimizes the performance of this product. The surface is so slick. I mean, that slickness really is indicating to me that once water goes to hit this, the water absolutely is not going to want to stay on this surface. It is ultra hydrophobic. The next step is we're done. That's it. That's how you graphene glass coat your glass with the Adams Polish's graphene glass coating advanced. Now, the advanced formula is more robust than our standard formula, okay? And with the advanced formula, to get the ultimate performance, you know, this process I showed you is ideal. You definitely want to clay it. You want to do the glass polish. You want to take the necessary steps. You know, you even want to use the surface prep. You want to take the necessary steps because it's going to optimize the performance of the glass coating. And that's what this video is really dedicated for, is giving you the exact process so you can follow along and optimize the application to get the best performance out of your graphene glass coating advanced. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this, these how-to process videos or anything Adams polishes, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and share it to all your friends so they can get their glass looking perfect as well.